Hello, this is a Lighthouse Hall of Fame film from the European server. It's jaksapper and his Luchs on Malinovka Standard Southeast. One of the top Hall of Fame producing spawns, not as good as West, but still strong. There's one scout on the enemy team, two on his, two artillery apiece, two heavies at the top of each lineup, and then a medium and some TDs. The enemy team has a few more mediums, his team has a few more TDs. If the enemy team goes for the hill and the mediums go across the middle, they may be able to gain an advantage. It really comes down to which scout is going to get the best spotting position and who's going to stay alive to help his team. So he pulls into this short bush here in G6. Not as aggressive as moving up to F4, but if you think the leopard's going to move up here, this is a safer bet than trying to pull into the most forward bush. Now he has his tank rigged out a little bit different than a lot of Luchs drivers because he doesn't run binoculars. He has a camo net but not binoculars, and that's probably hurting him a little bit right now because that added view range would really be beneficial on a map like this. The trade-off, of course, is when he's on a map where he's moving around, the binoculars wouldn't help him, so he's a little bit stronger on non-scouting maps. There's no right way or wrong way to do equipment. It's whatever you feel works best for you. Even amongst the best scouts on different tanks, you'll find that they may run different equipment because their playstyles are a little bit different, and so they run the equipment that best supports their playstyle. So if you're new to a tank and you're trying to figure out or decide what equipment to mount on your tank, the best thing you can do is look at some good players, see what they do, and then decide what you want to try first and try several combinations and see which one works for you. They're behind by one tank, maybe behind by more than one tank soon, because that T-34 over there in the southeast west corner is probably not going to hang out very long. Oh, but they make up for it up here. Hopefully they can pick off the TD as he moves across. Seems like his team's shooting everything except that TD. Yet they're trying to shoot him, they just aren't hitting him. They pick off the other TD instead, so now they have a one tank lead. For some reason the T-34 is still holding out. And now he dies, so it's 6-6, 9 on 9 to go. Ooh, and there's Artie trying to go across the cap. Probably too far away for any of his team to hit him. Well, somebody got a shot at him. Killing that Dicker Max would definitely help. Now he should move up into this bush and sit for a second. Because if that Dicker Max moves, he's going to see him. If that Artie moves, he's going to see him. And there goes the 304 moving to the north. Nobody takes a shot. Ouch, a medium coming in from back behind their rear flank there. Hopefully the KV-1 sees that and takes the guy out. And the OE experimental took out the KV-1, which means right now they have the arty here, they have a medium back here spotting, and there's a heavy up in here sniping whatever this medium sees. So they have to address that, or they're going to just backdoor his team and wipe them all out. That guy's just a little bit too far away to shoot. And that's cool. Somebody else gets him. If 3601 gets him. He's reaching the point where he's going to have to start shooting and stop spotting. He's running out of tanks to shoot what he sees. They're going to be pressured from the north and the south here in a second. And there goes the Cromwell B in to try to find the tanks for his heavy to shoot. Finds the grill. Easy kill. He'll just reload, move up closer, and finish him off now. Might as well just go for it, yep. Close in on the guys behind bushes. Close in on him while you reload. Make sure you get a good shot.
Target acquired. Got him.
So it's 1-on-3 now. Matilda's somewhere up here. There he is. I know he's on the north side. And I'm guessing the Cromwell B's capping and the OE experimental is probably moving toward cap. Or he's sitting off, waiting for jaksapper to move in and hoping to snipe at him as he moves closer. Oops. OI experimental on cap, and the Matilda or the Cromwell, who knows where he's at right now. Behind him. You have to hurry though, because oh, not good. He rushed the shot.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
He was doing fine up until the very end. Then, because of the time left, if he was going to kill the Cromwell, he had to shoot fast and then turn around and get to the OI. But probably would have been better just to go towards the OI, get a reset, and then be able to continue the fight. Where he was at when he tried to shoot the Cromwell, the OI experimental had a shot at him and took him out. So the whole problem with the game right now, or the game really occurred about 5 minutes ago when the medium showed up back here, the Cromwell B. The KV-1 never moved toward him, and then the KV-1 get killed by the OI experimental. So you knew the heavy was up in here somewhere using the Cromwell B to snipe him, and the team down in here never adjusted when it over and tried to deal with that situation. So it was a disaster waiting to happen. They had all the clues they needed to know what was going to happen, and they didn't react to it. And they end up losing the fight because of it. Wow, this is 2 fights in a row where somebody lost and got in the Hall of Fame. That's a bad trend. But it improves. I know for a fact the next 3 fights are victories. So every once in a while that happens like that. I think it happened once before where we had 2 or 3 fights in short succession where people lost and got in the Hall. You can play really well sometimes and not win, and here's a case of that. He moved up to the short bush here in G6 and got spots. They were doing well, but as fast as they were getting spots and kills, the team was losing tanks elsewhere around the map. They lost the hill, never adjusted to the fact they lost the hill, and that really cost them the fight. The team needed to shift some people around this way to build a defensive front for being flanked from the north. Never did it, and it put Jaksapper in a position where he'd had to try to make a comeback bid. The clock was working against him. The Cromwell appeared at the exact wrong time, and he couldn't pull it out. It's another case of you got to try, do the best you can. Sometimes you do it, sometimes you don't. Either way, the more damage you get along the way, the better it helps your account and helps your future battles. From Malinovka Standard Southeast. Despite out scouting the enemy team, they still lose, and that's a rare occurrence on this map. Happy hunting.